Hi all, this is Dr. Karthik and welcome to Campedia. Today we're going to look at this document from the Royal College of Anaesthetists, which is Common Events and Risks in Anesthesia. I loved this document, I loved this infographic where in one page it describes the most common events and risks in anesthesia along with the frequency. You probably will remember some of it, but I think it's cool for an anesthetist to remember this and explain this to patients when the topic arises and the patient has any questions. Mastery of this infographic is pretty cool, I think. Anyway, so what I've done is I've obviously made a GAMT out of this, and let's see what I have. So I want this GAMT to be very relatable to all the anesthetists. So obviously I did this. So this is a Mac blade. So all the information that's contained in the infographic is present in this Mac blade. It has very nice bright lights. Lights coming out of the Mac blade, and then obviously it's called Mac, not the McGrath, Mac. And there's spring to batteries, and you see a small gap in this battery. So this Mac is a little bit defective, right? So the light instead of coming straight like this is coming in a weakly way because of this battery. Yeah, okay, I think that works. Great. Now let's see how this Mac blade contains all the information from this infographic. Okay, let's go. There you go. So let's start from this part here. So this S here, the light from the bulb, 3 S's. So it stands for shivering, sore throat, and sickness. The bulb itself resembles letter B for bruising. Inside the bulb, you can see a bit of lines there, right? So that is 2 T's. The first T and 2 T's across. The first T is for thirst, second T is for temporary memory loss. So all these stuff contained within the bulb and the light, all these side effects happen very commonly. So 1 is to 10. It's the equivalent of one person in your family possibly having that side effect. Okay. So shivering, sore throat, sickness, thirst, bruising, temporary memory loss. Okay. Next we come to the common side effects, which is the ratio 1 is to 10 to 1 is to 100. It happens to one person in the street that you're living in. So this part of the Mac blade resembles the letter I, that's for injection site pain, and this part Mac blade resembles the letter L, it's for lip injury. So minor tongue and lip injury, injection pain site, these are common events and common risks associated with anesthesia. It's 1 in 10 to 1 in 100. Okay, the first one is 1 in 10, this is 1 in 10 to 1 in 100. Okay, next we go to the in the village category, which is uncommon. So this 1 in 100 to 1 in 1000 frequency, and that is minor nerve injury. So the base of the blade resembles the M, that's for M, minor. This part of the handle, sorry, the base of the handle, this part of the handle resembles the N, is for nerve injury. So minor nerve injury. The next most common risk was anesthesia. Moving on, we have the rare side effects. So see the battery here resembles the letter D, stands for dental injury. You remember the broken battery. The top of the broken battery resembles the letter C for corneal aberration. The bottom half resembles the letter N, which stands for nerve injury. It's permanent nerve injury. The minor nerve injury, which is temporary, is uncommon, 1 in 100 to 1 in 1000. These are rare: dental injury, corneal aberration, nerve injury, permanent nerve injury. These are rare, and of course anaphylaxis. Spring in the bottom is resembles the letter A is for anaphylaxis. So all these 4, dental injury, corneal aberration, nerve injury, and anaphylaxis, all come under rare categories, 1 in 1000 to 1 in 10,000. It's equivalent of a person in a small town having that adverse effect. And finally the MAC, the M stands for mortality, death under anesthesia. A stands for awareness under anesthesia. C is central vision loss. This is very rare, so less than 1 in 10,000, 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000. Pretty rare, and this is equivalent of one person in a large town having that complication. If you saw the other video on NAP7, you'll see the risk of cardiac arrest is 1 in 3,000 overall, and AZ1 is 1 in 8,000, and for older and frail patients, 1 in 1,200. So The risk of cardiac arrest actually comes under rare category, which includes the same as dental injury, corneal abrasion, permanent nerve injury, and anaphylaxis. Great. Hope you liked it. So we have very common side effect, 1 in 10 in family: shivering, sore throat, sickness, thirst, bruising, temporary memory loss. And then you have common side effects, which happens from 1 in 10 to 1 in 100. Happens in the street, for example. So minor lip injury, injection site pain. And then you have uncommon side effects. It's equivalent of 1% of the village having the complication. So minor nerve injury. And then you have a rare complication, which includes dental injury, corneal abrasion, nerve injury, and anaphylaxis. And then you have very rare, which includes mortality, awareness, and central vision loss. Okay, so there you go. Hope you guys liked it. So this is one of my very favorite documents, and very well written information. And if you go to the website, if you click into the individual risk, it takes you to another page which actually describes some detail about that particular risk. For example, if you go into sore throat or bruising, it gets into much more detail about that. So it's a very useful resource, very nice information to give out to patients. But I think this is a very cool GAMT to remember in your conversation with the patient if this topic comes up. Great. I'll see you in the next.